Good morning, welcome to Morning Outlook. This is Kim speaking on Monday the 12th of October. Okay, slight problem with my charts this morning, so I'm just using my backup charts here, so please bear with me. This is going to be a bit quicker than normal, I hope. So, looking at the news events today, losing my internet as I'm talking. Okay, so starting off looking at these charts then, before I look at the charts, there's no significant news out today. We've got two bank holidays, US bank holiday and Canadian bank holiday, so North American bank holidays there. We've got a speaker at 5 p.m. this afternoon, that's it. So we're left to any Brexit negotiation chat that may come onto the radar, and of course at some point today, I'm not too sure what time Boris is speaking, but we've got Boris Johnson talking about possible further measures for shutdowns, etc. for COVID. So, for the UK, which could have a negative effect on the pound. Also on the pound, one bit of news that I see overnight, the Bank of England has sent a letter to all the banks, suggesting or asking them, are they prepared for 0% interest rate or negative interest rate? So I should say. So we'll see what happens there, if we get anything more come from that, but that's it. So right, let's press on and look at the technicals. Going to have a little problem here because not on my normal charts, but we'll manage. Okay, so euro dollar, euro for yesterday, it was Friday yesterday, wasn't it? So Friday's price pushed up there, managed to finally break through all this resistance here, but a little bit of a retrace at the moment, and then maybe more retracement in store. Now bear with me as I switch through these in such a nice way. I've lost my 4 hourly pivots, but the weekly pivots, are sitting below at the moment. Let's see if I can bring that back up. Just get my pivot setting back on here and just switch those pivot points across now to I just need to switch those to a weekly. There we go. So they're now on a weekly. So you can see an untouched weekly pivot below, which we could see that draw down. We were seeing the RSI quite extremely, but to be fair, this morning we've already had a spike up there, but we might still push up. It may just draw price up to the absolute highs there at some point, the body highs, as it was so steep on Friday. But for now, it's just come down to the hourlies and look at the price with the daily pivots on here. So again, daily pivot untouched at the moment for the euro. So a break of the lows there, just sort of start confirming things that are possibly softening up here. And talking about softening, let's have a look at the pound dollar. I'm going to look at this almost in reverse at the moment. We've got a clear divergence sitting across here on the 1 hour, and there's certainly one there on the 4 hourlies as well. So untouched daily pivot, any sort of proper breakdown this morning may put that pivot into play, but for now, well, it's still pushing up. No absolute confirmation of a drop in this so far. Okay, let's just run this down to a 4 hourly, switch this to a weekly pivot, and you'll see where the weeklies are then. The weekly pivots are below, and you can see clearly a 4 hour divergence sitting on the RSI here as well. So weakness potentially, or certainly showing on this pound at the moment. And if I come out to the dailies and switch to monthly pivot on here, so there we are. It's pushed up. It's, well, RSI here again. It's just it's put a new high in on Friday, but barely pushed through. Maybe slightly stronger on the RSI there on the dailies, but there's certainly a divergence on the lower time frames that we're seeing there. So a sign of weakness, but it's not really triggered at the moment. It may trigger, and it may be best to look at the trend line on the smaller time frames for something there. Aside of this, I'm really going to scratching here a little bit because I'm, as I say, not looking at my normal chart, so it's a little bit slower, having to flick between chart to chart here. Let's just have a look at dollar yen. If I can get back to dollar yen would be good. Dollar yen just going to be looking. So a bit of strengthening on the dollar yen this morning. It's continued that sort of push down, pivot swing, sort of price action looking at from Friday. Monthly pivot still in target there. I'm just going to switch this down to an hourly chart, so bear with me now. I'm going to be switching just to an hourly chart for the rest of this now. So just look at reading this yen. You see the lower highs that have been confirmed here, lower lows. It does look like it could have some more downside. On a daily basis though, it's already down into its S1. We may see a reversal here, but the dollar's taken a bit of a battering. It could continue taking the battering. As I said, the euro, the pound, there's signs of divergence there, but if we just see a continued battering, well, those divergences may soon disappear. They've not triggered as such, so they're there, but we just got to sit and wait on there. Also have a look at the Aussie dollar, just again looking at it from an hourly point of view here. Aussie really last couple of days of last week was certainly pushing up quite strongly, but higher lows coming through there. Certainly a bit of strength back in there. Hasn't managed like the other markets, which have come up pretty much and pushed in towards previous highs here. It's a bit softer this morning at the moment. Maybe I mean, it's already touched its daily pivot as well. Maybe if it breaks below this area here, it becomes a bit softer, somewhere below that 72 72.10 area. Maybe it must be somewhere in that region. It looks weaker and maybe on for the hourly 50. It's the Aussie dollar, and I think I'm going to leave it there. These charts are too fiddly, trying to mess between them. Not as easy to use as e-signal, but e-signal's crashed again on me. So there we go. That's it for this morning. I wish you a great day. I'll be back tomorrow. Bye for now. Hopefully with some good charts.